I'm sorry, that's not your name.
Hey man, don't be talking about that kind of stuff, man. You know, but you know how it is.
Niggas here we stand.
Oh, man, I just letting everything loose tonight, you know. Hey, you know.
Who we got with us tonight?
Hey, man, we have Mrs. Chiquita Richardson.
All right.
So I love it. She's the CEO Hersler of the Verdict Report.
That's right.
So, for anybody that don't know, what is the Verdict Report?
The Verdict Report is as you all have heard of, the jury report. It's the answer to the jury report. So
Wow, okay.
It shows whether or not those people who have been arrested and have their photos published out there, whether or not they've been convicted, cases dismissed, in other words, the aftermath as to what really happened. Not just a little photo showing that you were arrested for something that you might not even be convicted of. So it clarifies, what happens after the person gets arrested. And it highlights, go ahead.
No, you go ahead.
It highlights sex offenders. It highlights entrepreneurship. I like to try to reach out to different people who start their own business, so that I can incorporate some positive along with the paper, and not just people being arrested. We have a lot of youth that actually get the paper. We have a lot of churches that get the paper. So if they're giving it to the youth, it can let the youth know, you don't just have to resort to this route all the time. There's also some good out here. You can start your own business. We have columns teaching you how to maintain a business. We have different consultants who want to do an article. They want to do one, we allow them to do that and to share their passion and try to help, other people that's reading. Also, columns on leadership. We try to highlight different leaders around the community. A leader could be, a lady or a man who's helping the next door neighbor cut her grass. A politician, or a chef that just cooks food and feeds the homeless. To me, leadership comes in all different shapes and forms. So we try to highlight some of the good, some of the bad, some of the ugly, and pretty much just share their stories and the ending, the verdict, the aftermath of everything.
So what made you come up with this concept? I know it's the answer to the jail report, but why you, really?
Well, I worked with state court, Richmond County Prosecution Office, for over 5 years. While being there, I've had family come in, being arrested, getting their pictures published, cases getting dismissed. I've had, just random people come in, raising sand. I got arrested, and my picture gonna be in this paper. Can y'all call and let them know that, my case got dismissed, so that they can, we have to let them know that's something you have to do. On top of that, again, I've had very close family members being arrested, losing their jobs. And people constantly calling, asking me, what happened to John, or what happened to James, or they don't know. All they know is they got arrested. Example, somebody getting arrested for child support. They don't know, the boy, he went to jail, but okay, well, what happened? Can I look in here and see a little bit more information as to what happened? It'll detail, okay, well, he got sentenced to this, he has to pay more child support, whatever the case may be.
I need y'all to have an alert down at the jail.
You might need to do that.
I need.
We can look into that now.
Only on 520.
I need to know when somebody get locked up.
Hey man, I told you, man, cut that out, man. Stop trying to do that.
So with the verdict report, I think it's a great idea. How long has it been being published?
So far, I am going into my 2nd year.
Good.
And it's every month right now. I would love to get on. I really want to focus on young men and women who have a background,
Right.
who are seeking employment, who have faith in what I'm doing, that this is going to do well one day, and that whatever it is that you might, be going through to get this off the ground, we'll tough it out with you in hopes that I know it's going to do good.
Right.
So that they can also have employment, and at some point, maybe they can take over the Augusta team And, you know, maybe we can build a team out in Jefferson County area, and we can hire people out in that area. Jobs are needed. And who else to get to help than the people that are being published in the paper itself? So I would like to get people, you know, I don't murder and none like that. But you know, I'm willing to give you a chance, you know, just to prove that you can be trusted, and maybe you can just use this as a start, and as you know, build your resume, and as you build yourself up, you know, this is something good to go on your resume, and it can be something that you can branch off to other different companies, another news company or whatever, because it is experience.
Yeah.
That's really thoughtful.
That's what's
Yeah, I
needed.
know, right? It's very genuine too in how you're approaching it. So, like, where are places people can actually get a copy of the verdict report?
Okay, there's a lot of stores. We're still seeking more stores. So if you know anybody who has a store who's interested in selling, contact me. But you can, I'll give you my contact number too. But you can, if you go to Facebook, we have a Facebook page. So I created it because I had so many people asking, you know, where can I find it? And I can't name every single store. So I'm like, where you staying? And I'm from Burke County, so I'm like, okay, I don't know what that's at because it's Richmond County mostly. So what I did was I created a little picture that has every single store on it. And what you can do is you can go on there and you can look at the nearest store near you. And it's the verdict report on Facebook. If you like the page, the backdrop, your not the profile picture, but the other picture. I can't think of it. But the backdrop, it pretty much has every single store that's sold as of right now on it, and you can easily look and find your address to see what's nearest you, what's on your way to work, you know, what's by your house or whatever, and get your copy. It's only $1.50 a month, so you're not taking too much from your pockets.
Yeah.
So you do it monthly?
Monthly. Until I can, you know, get some trustworthy people to help me out. I would like to do it bi-weekly. I think you can do good bi-weekly.
Well, I mean, I know that monthly probably been working pretty well for you.
For me, yes, because it's just me. I do every single detail of this paper by myself.
Oh wow.
And it's a lot for one person to do. And of course, if I had a team, then we could definitely keep things moving and, you know, get some stuff going quicker and sooner, and have it where we can print more often. But by myself, nah.
I mean, you're doing it pretty well, though.
I know. I'm doing all right. I think I can do. I think if we do
Sunday,
everything to it.
Have you heard the 12 yet? I feel like I'm
Bobby over here. This ain't your edition, bro. This is not your edition.
Okay, well.
So I know you said you got the Facebook page, but what are some of your other social media handles that, you know, people want to get in contact?
I have Twitter, the Verdict Report at Twitter. I have the Verdict Report at on Instagram, and the Verdict Report on Facebook. That's it, ain't it? Ain't that all you got out there?
Yeah.
No. They won't let me take my phone into court and record yet. So until they do that, we gonna leave Snapchat alone. We ain't trying to go to jail too.
Snapchat me that report.
So you don't actually put the report on the on Facebook then?
I can ask.
Pictures.
I can ask, and if they give me permission, I will. Like, for instance, there was a young man here who was brutally beaten by an officer. He was arrested, and it was a club here. I'd rather not name the club. But he was arrested. The officer, they ended up going to trial. I sat in the whole trial. They ended up going to trial, and it just, look, everything was it was the officer, pretty much. Just, you know, tagging the boy for no reason in the club. So afterwards, when he won, I got emotional. I started crying. So I walked up to him and asked him. I saw his family, so I just started getting pictures. But I asked them, you know, I did take pictures. Can I send them to you as well? Can I publish and do a story on this? Because this has happened to so many young men and women that we do not know about. I just happened to work in this area and stumble across it. Had I not, do you think you guys would have known about it if I hadn't published it? No news station wanted to even mention it. Because they want to support officers. And that's okay. I do too. Don't get me wrong. I do. But I support what's right. And that was so wrong. So I felt like, you know, I had to get that picture. So sometimes I'll get a picture if allowed. If not, I'll back off. I'll get a picture anyway, but I won't publish it. You know, I just want their permission first.
So,
Go ahead.
you got it?
I was gonna
I
ask
mean,
a
I know
question,
y'all
but
know
go
what
ahead.
you do around here.
Yeah, you said don't break up.
I'm trying.
You said don't break up.
We're gonna have, you know.
You-
What I was gonna say was, what's next? How are you gonna involve yourself in the paper in itself? What is it gonna evolve into?
At some point, I want to create or have this to turn into a nonprofit. I want to, at some point, be able to help young men and women write resumes, find employment. You know, who
Yeah,
have
man.
who have stemmed from this paper, who have been published or featured, or whatever. Who's getting out, who need that second chance, and just don't know where to start or don't know how to start. I want to someday help the youth. I want to create a program here to so that I myself was I was scared straight. Like I was the most terrible teen
Seriously?
young girl.
I can't tell.
I knew I wouldn't guess that.
That's
No,
what you
seriously.
got going on, man.
So I just feel like if I could incorporate what got my life together, I feel like I could probably change a lot of the youth. We don't have any programs that takes them into the facilities and let them see what really happens. We don't have any programs that get them involved with church. I mean, the church do, but they really, I feel like they looking for something in return sometimes.
Right.
So I would like to start a 501(c)(3). I would like to start having in my organization that the youth can help out and do this stuff as well. That way, when they see it, they can associate a punishment with a crime because they see the charge and what happens afterwards because they're creating it, number one. Number two, they're around people who are not sex offenders. I don't want to hire sex offenders. That's probably sound bad, but I just don't. I want people, you know, who've had drug charges, who've had stuff that they can. It's not hindering them from life, pretty much, from being around the youth.
Something they come back from.
Right. So I want to get them involved with the youth so that they can try to change some things around. Some kids might be thinking about joining a gang or something like that. It may be an ex-member who's on my team and can expose them to people who are actually in the gang.
Right.
But because he got that respect, he could take those kids there and say, "Hey, this isn't." They let them talk to him. This is not what you want.
Yeah.
So I want to branch out. I don't want this to just be Georgia based.
Right.
I want this to be worldwide, pretty much.
That's awesome. And I mean, definitely best of luck to you,
Thank you.
and then in your endeavors in the future. So just tell us once again,
Okay.
Verdict Report, where to get it from,
Okay.
Facebook, social media, all that good stuff.
I'm on Instagram, The Verdict Report, Facebook, The Verdict Report, and Twitter, The Verdict Report. And if you go on Facebook, there's the backdrop is a photo of all the addresses that we currently have stores at. We have them in barbershops, hair salons, doctor offices, hospitals. Those aren't on there just yet, so I need to update it. But you'll currently see something where you can probably go in your doctor office and see it laying right there on the counter. Churches have them as well. So right now
You
it's
in the house of the
branching
Lord.
it out.
You are blessed, girl.
Amen.
What he won't do?
So what do you tell an entrepreneur? I know you said you worked for 5 years. What do you tell that entrepreneur?
Just how I know y'all was talking about Steve Harvey earlier. Just take that leap. I mean, I was working for the railroad and I had a car accident and I was home and I was just like, I need to put my passion into something because I'm no longer at the courthouse. That's what I like to do. I like to deal with those kind of people. I mean, that's just my passion. I just like them. I don't know why. I don't know because I grew up with them or what I did, but it's just my passion. I'll just tell them whatever you feel you really care about, whatever you sleep about, dream about, whatever you wake up in the morning and think about, just go after it. Do something positive with whatever it is that you have to have a goal about. Just go after it and just do your best. I mean, the internet is crazy. There's so much you can find out how to start up on your own just by researching. Reading is fundamental. Pick up something, go online, read about it, and I guarantee you don't need college just to do it.
So what happened in the car accident?
I'm blessed to be here, pretty much. I was on my way to work, and I lost control of my car. And it was an extremely bad accident, and I couldn't work. I mean, I just had to sit home. And being home like that just made me write more, you know, made me read more, made me read into the different things that I was interested into doing. So that's how I was able to come about starting my own paper. Like, all I have is a high school diploma and some college education. I don't know how to do journalism. I didn't.
But now you do.
I researched, I read, I followed people, I deleted people who would wake up and put on Facebook, it's hot outside. Nope, that's not what I want.
Okay.
I would
Right.
put people who would inspire me to go after the different things that I wanted to do.
Somebody encourage you.
Exactly. So I don't even listen to regular radio anymore. I started listening to talk radio so that I can constantly have in my head these different people that are coming on talking about their goals, their dreams, and how they came and, you know, didn't give up on it. And that's what pushed me. If you keep it around you, you have no choice but to do it and be it. Because that's all you know.
That's what's up.
So that's all it is.
I like that.
I like it, yeah.
You surrounded yourself with what you wanted to become, and now
Absolutely.
you're it. So
Absolutely.
That's awesome.
And I still continue to surround myself with it.
I have
Right.
a question. All the verdict reports they come with telling you, I know the last one you had, it showed where who had warrants and stuff like that. All of them come.
It changes.
Okay.
So sometimes it's not consistent with warrants and all of that. It can be. If they don't have any warrants, you don't get warrants.
Yeah.
If they don't send in any warrants, say we don't have any warrants for this county, then you don't get any. I don't publish any warrants, but it'll show your warrants. It'll show most wanted, missing. I like to highlight missing. They're often forgotten. They get published the first day they go missing, and that's it. You got people who've been missing for over 50 years. I mean, who knows? You could easily find one lady just got found.
It's Sacramento.
Yeah, it's hidden in a darn bunker thing, or whatever it was. So
It's been out,
yeah, so I like to highlight those type of things. But yeah, most wanted, missing, unsolved murder. We just recently had one, a young man named Smiley that I knew, and they're still trying to piece that together, and hopefully they find out what's going on with that case so that his family can have justice. But it highlights whatever comes to mind pretty much to educate the community on it. Highlights you on what to say when you go to court. There's a section in there where we have the public inbox us questions, and I send it to an attorney. So I work for an attorney at some point. I remember people coming in to pay her $250 just to answer a question, written out. Now you might not have to do that. She's one of the people that answer those questions. I mean, she can't answer every question, but everybody submit a question, we'll send it over to them. That way you'll have the legal answer. You're not just getting it from me, you're getting it from somebody who can easily represent you. Once you get that question answered, if you want to hire that person, that's up to you. You find out the retainer fee, but it gives you, a little bit of peace of mind so that you'll know what's next. Right. So that's pretty much all it's about.
Well, I like the verdict report. I see it being like a rebuttal to the jail report.
And it could be good for some people.
Yeah.
To clear their
name.
Absolutely.
And
A
that's
lot
why-
of some people get wrongly accused.
Yeah, and that's why I
And-
asked her about the warrants, because last time when she gave me the paper, I took it and I looked at it and I seen some names and I was like, dude, you got a warrant. They're like,
Right.
nah. And then
They
you
probably went
pretty
and
much
took care
go
of
out there and and like
Yeah.
you turned yourself in.
Yeah, there's ways you can take care of it, and you don't have to always be arrested. Sometimes you can call in and find out, what you're being charged with. My brother just received some information about his license. I guess somebody used his name in Alabama, but by them contacting him, asking him, these questions, he's able to call and find out. Sometimes they don't contact you.
Yeah.
They just put you out there and you have a warrant and you left on your own. But if you're able to pick up a few of these papers, you see your name in there, just call and find out. I'm not going to say go up there. I'm going to say call.
Go up.
Find out. Give yourself a chance. And that way, if they tell you, hey, if you come up here, you're going to get arrested, I mean, you gotta answer for what you got to answer for. And that's your call. If you think you can take off 3 days to answer that, you might get arrested, from work. Take that chance. But if you think your job might get a little bit upset about those 3 days, just wait until you can turn yourself in.
Well, on that note, we definitely thank you so much for stopping by the dinner table and
chatting it up with 520 family, and best of luck to everything. And we appreciate the verdict report.
Thank you,
Like you said, an answer to the joke.
I was mobbing through the beach, yeah, the city by the sea. Mama tried to keep me home, but I love the street. I was cooking up a key, trying to serve it to the street. Couple had